Now, it's only 6 months since a man was killed by a great white shark at an unprotected Sydney beach. But worryingly, several New South Wales councils and some MPs are lobbying the state government to go without shark nets this summer for the first time in 100 years. 51 nets are normally installed off beaches in New South Wales between September and April each year. Waverley Council, for instance, which covers Bondi and Bronte beaches, doesn't support the nets. Instead, it's favouring a switch to drones and drum lines. And I don't reckon the people who matter most, that is the people who use the beaches, the people who live in New South Wales and fly in from interstate, I don't reckon they've been warned about this debate, this move. Let me bring in one person campaigning for the removal of nets. Adam Crouch is the Liberal member for Terrigal, and he joins me from the New South Wales Central Coast. Thanks for joining us, Adam. Why on earth...
Hey, Chris, great to be with you.
Why on earth would we want to get rid of shark nets when they've demonstrably saved lives for 100 years?
Yeah, look, Chris, we've had a huge spend here on the Central Coast with investment from the state government, $86 million across New South Wales, investing in smart technology. And what that does, it's delivered 27 smart drum lines, 3 listening stations, plus also drone technology being utilised by Surf Lifesaving Central Coast. So we've got this fantastic new technology, Chris, to help alert people to the activities of sharks here on the Central Coast. So, we've got technology dating back to 1937, which are the nets. And what we've seen is how it indiscriminately kills all sorts of innocent marine life, as it's being imaged right in front of us right now. Most recently, some leatherback turtles here on the Central Coast. And our community here on the coast believe that we are absolutely perfectly placed to be the first region to trial the removal of those shark nets, given all the technology that we have here, courtesy of the state government's massive investment in that smart technology about shark management. And Chris, I speak to surfers and swimmers all the time here on the coast. We all know the sharks are there. It's their natural environment. We see them all the time. And, the nets provide this false sense of security. Some of the most recent incidents... Yep.
It's not a false sense of security. People haven't been killed at protected beaches over centuries in Queensland and New South Wales. If you take the nets away, are you prepared to wear the responsibility for fatalities?
Yeah, Chris, I've got to dispute the fact that they do provide a false sense of security. Some of the most recent incidents of people having interaction with a shark, e.g. being bitten, have happened on netted beaches here on the Central Coast, including Avoca. So again, there's no perfect solution to protect everybody from a shark.
Tell me about the shark fatalities at protected beaches.
Yeah, so it was a shark incident. A young surfer was bitten at Avoca Beach, a very well-known surfer here on the Central Coast who I know well. And she was out for an early morning surf at Avoca and she was bitten. Luckily, it was an exploratory bite. Yeah, we've had no shark fatalities on the Central Coast, Chris.
Or in Sydney, or in Queensland at protected beaches. That's the proof is in the pudding. If you take the nets away, you're going to have more sharks, fewer sharks killed by nets, and a lot of people in the water. Do you accept then that fatalities will be absolutely unavoidable?
People up here on the Central Coast, Chris, are aware of the fact that they're making a conscious decision when they go in the water. It's not our natural environment, it's the sharks. We're all aware of that. As I said, swimmers and surfers see them every day here up on the Central Coast. So they make a conscious decision if they want to go in the water or not. I mean, let's face it, Chris, the only way you can guarantee to not be bitten by a shark would be to swim in a pool, because the shark nets do not completely protect beaches. And we have had incidents of fatalities on netted beaches going back over since 1937. And my community up here on the Central Coast are overwhelmingly supportive of removing the shark nets. They don't want to see this indiscriminate killing of marine life for a decision that people make to go into the water. And we've had 1 million people visit our beaches last year, and we didn't have a drowning on a patrol beach either because our lifesavers do a great job. And Central Coast Surf Lifesaving are fully supportive. They're fully supportive of this initiative, as are the local council.
Well, the state government, you and the local MPs and the state government and the council's going to get out there and publicly tell people about this so that you've got everybody's opinion on this, because there's a lot of people who know they're going to protected beaches and might not be too happy about that protection being taken away.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I've been very public in what I've been saying about regards to the Central Coast. It has been reported in the media openly, both locally here on the coast, plus obviously there's a story in the Herald recently. But overwhelmingly, the feedback to my office from people right across our region is that they would rather embrace the new technology and keep seeing that continue to be rolled out than 1937 technology, which kills anything that gets caught in it. I mean, Chris, if a large predatory shark bites a drumline, it sends a message within half an hour. Some of them DPIs out there. They tag the shark. They take it 500 metres offshore. We then track that shark if it comes to within one of the listening stations. We've now got 3 of those stations here on the Central Coast. So, look, we believe, and so many people on the Central Coast believe, that we're a good spot to run a trial to look at rolling away these nets, given all the investment from the state government in this fantastic technology.
Well, that's one way to keep the tourists away. Thanks for joining us, Adam. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, Chris.
There. Go holiday on the Central Coast. Take your chances with the sharks. Don't worry, they're watching them. Let us know what you think. More importantly, let your local council and your parliamentarians know what you think, because they're moving ahead on this stuff. I don't know that they've asked everybody yet.